OK, we got some breaking news from the world of Formula One. Our reporter Craig Slater is here with us. Craig, what can you tell us?
Well, it's not a big surprise, this, but I can tell you that the sixth race of the Formula One season, the race at Imola, due to take place this weekend, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, will not take place, and that's because of the serious flooding in the vicinity. Remember, Formula One staff were told to leave the track on Monday. They weren't to come in today, and you can see that's the scene there. That's the River Santerno, which absolutely borders the Imola circuit. It is very high for this time of year. They have been inundated with heavy rainfall over the past few days, and it has been considered unsafe, essentially, that this event should go ahead. I'm going to read quickly the statement that Formula One have brought out in the last few minutes. It says that the Formula One community wants to send its thoughts to the people and communities affected by recent events in the Emilia Romagna region. We also want to pay tribute to the work of the emergency services who are doing everything they can to help those in need. It goes on to say, following discussions between F1, the president of the FIA, the competent authorities, including the relevant ministers, and by the way, today the Deputy Prime Minister of Italy was expressing the view that he did not think this event should go ahead, but Formula One had already come to that opinion themselves independently. It says that the president of the Automobile Club of Italy, the president of Emilia Romagna region, the mayor of the city and the promoter, the decision has been taken not to proceed with the Grand Prix at Imola. And it has been taken because it is not possible to safely hold the event for our fans, the teams and our personnel. And it is the right and responsible thing to do, given the situation faced by the towns and cities in the region. It would not be right, moreover, to put further pressure on the local authorities and emergency services at this difficult time. There's the satellite image of where Imola sits, and you can see it's right next to that Santerno River, some of the most famous and tragic corners, the one in which Ayrton Senna lost his life, the Tamburello and Villeneuve section towards the bottom left of that image there, skirt the river. Some areas, we've seen some still images today showing that the television compound may be flooded, but it's more about the safety aspect of getting tens of thousands of people in and out of there, the risks attendant to that, and as Formula One's expressed here, do they really want to be, as a sport, putting any more pressure on the emergency services when they're already, got their hands full at this time?
Yeah, OK. What happens now, then?
Well, the race will not go ahead. Formula One may explore options in terms of could it be slotted back in at a later point in the calendar, but my understanding is that they do not see an obvious point in the season. It's already so congested to bring it back in. This was part of a triple header, for example. Monaco is the next race. To slot Imola back in, when would you do it? Maybe by cutting short the summer break. Potentially, there's no appetite to do that. Could it be done in the autumn? Then again, it's a very busy sequence of races. You could be, by adding in a race, mean you've got 5 races consecutively, which is unworkable. This has been a tough moment for Italy. The flood zones cover a broad swathe of 4 provinces, and it's a tragedy as well. And I think F1 are recognisant of that. 3 people have been killed during these floods. 5,000 people have been forced to leave their homes. Formula One has acted responsibly here, I think, by working in concert with the other authorities to make sure this event isn't an extra burden in the circumstances.
Yeah, sometimes you have to put these things in context, don't you? Craig, lovely to see you as always. Thank you.